Well, hello everybody. I have a little surprise for you. Now, you gotta be patient.
Private Joker, why did you join my beloved cult? Sir, to kill, sir! So you're a killer?
So you're a chicken killer, huh?
Show me your war face.
Show me your chicken face!
Sir, you got a war face?
That's a war face! Now show me your chicken face! Oh my God!
Work on it.
You gotta work on it, Henry. That's right, you gotta show me your war face. By the way, Henry would like to say hello. He's a little bit mad. Yes, oh, look. Oh, Henry! Look at that, you got a throat tattoo. What's that? F you? My goodness, who are you F-ing? But anyways, this is what Payne's gonna be spewing. This is where we're gonna be going. We're talking about show me your Dadwarz face. That's right, and you heard it here first. Now I have a list of people on here that I'm going to review from Facebook and many others, but I'm sure you're going to have so much to do. So, if you guys don't want me on your list because you think maybe I'm a little bit salacious, maybe exploitive, then you could kind of like yank me out. But this is the whole point. See, when it comes to Dadwarz, by the way, if you want to register, if you're a dad, and you just like a real stepdad who's a scumbag, and you are a father who is absolutely legitimate and justified, and you do not lie, and you want to see that bitch fry, then this is what I'm going to tell you to do. That's right. I could give you the opportunity to punch him right in the eye. Now, honestly and seriously, at the most, at the very least, but please, I want you to be an informative beast. Go to dadwarz.com. That's Dadwarz with an S. Go to contact at the beatdown zone. All I want is your first name, your last initial, and your email, and then leave us a little story so I can start building a list of competitors. And tell us the jackass's name too. It might be Phyllis, he might be from Washington State, who might, you know, like enjoy making love to animals. Anyways, the whole point is this. Alright, we have a show. We're going to put it up on the radio. No, we're not going to put it up on the radio. We're going to put it up on television. Whether it be FX, whether it be Spike TV, maybe do a little bit of the HULU that you do, or maybe the new WWE network. That's right, and it might be kind of a quirk, but I'm going to tell you, Payne's not a jerk. So, for the people back on Facebook, you guys are complaining and whining and saying, you know what, I want to see my kids, we want some justice. We're sick and tired of these corrupt courts. Well, here at Dadwarz, I was sponsored by an elite group of quiet people, and they're all anonymous. That's right. They said, Payne, we want you to be a sponsor. I said, all right, what's the deal? Now I'm going to give you the spiel. So anyways, we've seen so much of these organizations trying so hard, never getting any type of media publicity, and simply put, these are their names. Now, if you want to remove me from the Facebook account, you're more than welcome to. Okay? American Fathers, Liberation Army, Family Court Hell, An Attorney's Tale, Child Abusing Judges, Children Need Both Parents, Children's Rights, Corrupt Courts, duh, no shit, Dad's Divorce, David Carlin, Falsely Accused, Family's Best Interest, Fathers' Freedom Rights, Fathers Have Rights, Fathers Are Trying to Get Rights, Fathers' Rights in Arizona, Father Rights in New York, Fathers' Rights in California, Father Rights in Saskatchewan, Canada. What the hell's law? Yeah, they have problems there too. You know what I mean? I'm sure they have some socialist liberal judges that always sign up under being a conservative or an independent, or what's the other one? A Republican, right, Bellini? I mean, goddamn, you're all three of them, but apparently, you know, New York Empire Pride, the gay, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community, they contributed to you, along with my ex-wife's lawyer. See, now you guys probably have a dirty, nasty, stinky little judge, and of course we don't want to beat up the ex-spouse. We don't want to do that, because they already have a restraining order with no credence whatsoever. Probably a whole bunch of allegations and bullshit. Right. And we certainly never ever want to lay our hands on a judge. Right, of course not. We don't want to do that, because that's against the law, because they are so... they're like law-abiding citizens, you know what I mean? I mean, after all, when a judge sees a crime in court, what is a crime in court that you might have experienced? That's what I want to know when you leave it on the list. Maybe the boyfriend's in court, right, Judge Bellini? That's called a second-degree misdemeanor. Now, if I'm a private citizen, as you are too, right, and you saw a crime and you didn't report it, you would be in trouble. Now, what does that make of you? Now, what if somebody requested, you know, for example, identity theft, IRS fraud, you know, money's being taken, identity's being taken, electronic fraud, What else? Manipulation of a government document, a federal document at that. How come you didn't give me the right to have the plaintiff, the criminal, in my opinion, to sequester my tax records? You understand what I'm saying? You actually have to ask the criminal, right, permission to give up the evidence. And she never allowed me to do that. That's right. We had like 2 or 3 requests, and she like avoided it. Isn't that like ignoring a crime or a potential crime? Shouldn't you like not be excluded from like some type of criminal charges? Oh, Mary Beth Fed, she's a whole nother story. Don't you worry about it. She's a good old American that loves going to communist Venezuela and talking about the rights of a child. We'll talk about that later. Right. Now let's get back to the list over here. I'm sorry. We left in what state? Oh yeah, Saskatchewan. Guys' rights, justice for our children. Fathers for justice, no more family law. Director at Dad's Justice and Fathers for Life, parents and their children, Pastor Paul Waldmiller, senior pastor at Grace of God International Bible Church. True Justice, and then the Rick Castellano Show. Now, I could read you so many more, but God, I mean, this is only part of the list. And I certainly don't want to, sit here and just, like, piss you guys off. You know what I mean? So, I'll keep, like, the major little tiny list here on the floor, because God forbid I don't want to be an over-informational whore. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't want whores in court. But anyways, seriously, this is the whole point. You guys want to get even. You guys are tired of losing. Well, how about a nice big cash prize at Dadwarz? We're looking for competitors. State-sanctioned athletic events with 3 rounds of wrestling, 1 round of boxing, and 1 round of a wiffle ball bat, or maybe the Wheel of Death in the Ring of Redemption, where you guys can actually get vindication. You understand what I mean? Because finally you'll have a chance to gleam. That's right, so go to dadwarz.com. What do you do there? You go to the contact tab, and it says the Beatdown Zone, and then that's where you register. Now, at the same time, I might put up some links for the FX channel. Maybe I might put up links for the HULU that I do, and then I also might put up links for the WWE, the new network, and then I also might put up a link for Spike TV. That's right. And then we'll see maybe where this show should go. It is like Jerry Springer on crack from God. It is like Judge Judy that has not been castrated. It is like reality TV, but it's real. And that's the goddamn deal. And Payne has given you the spiel. And of course, with a little dash of cheaters television. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So, where do we go from here? Well, I want to hear your story. See, everybody has a judge in their life like I do. See, the whole point is this, is you guys are sitting there and you don't have a world to turn to because lawyers will only go so far. Laws will take 15 to 20 years to ever get mandated. I mean, God forbid, after all. Judges know lawyers outside of work, and they probably belong to a fraternity. Now, if they belong to a fraternity, there's a good chance that they probably have some type of brotherhood or oath or allegiance to each other. You understand what I'm saying? Up until you become a liability to the institution, to the establishment. See, it's not that they break a law and they get caught. It's they break a law and other people find out and then the whistle gets blown. Then they're made an example out of. See, so when a judge becomes, or a lawyer becomes, a liability to the institution, then they get canned. You understand what I'm saying? But see, we can't have a law because you will never get a law. It will take absolutely forever. Because the majority of the people in Congress, in the Senate, they're all part of like the good old boys club, whether it be demo rats or Republicans, right, Bellini? Yes, I don't want to hear about that. I mean, God forbid, I mean, New York State alone, the Empire Pride Network, they've contributed to over 100 Democrats and like 4 or 5, maybe 7 tops Republicans. And obviously, they contributed to you. And by the way, we're not going to mention about my spouse's attorney contributing to your campaign also. I mean, you want to talk about like a conflict of interest. That's about as conflicted and interesting as it gets. You understand what I mean? So, go register at Dadwarz. What do you do at Dadwarz? You register. If you are not divorced or don't plan on getting a divorce, which I hope you don't, or probably don't even get married, I'd probably get a mail order bride, but that's a whole different story, right? Because, women like you are just so, I mean, I'm sorry, but you kind of condone prostitution in a marriage. Non-profit prostitution, to be exact. So thank you very much. But anyways, let's go back to the point. The whole point is this. You guys if you know somebody who's divorced, whether it be a nephew, whether it be an uncle, whether it be a cousin, whether it be a brother, maybe a stepbrother, or maybe a mother that used to be a father and then got some type of weirdo change-o, down there in the plumbing, then tell them to go to, like Chaz Bono. He'd be great, because now he's like a dude. You know what I mean? So if Chaz gets married, gets a divorce, and the female chick, like, spits out a puppy, as long as her plumbing was original first, then she could, like, be, like confused Dadwarz or confused Dude Wars or something like that, But we'll make an exception, because here at Dadwarz, we are diversified. We believe in diversity. You understand what I mean? Of course we do. That's right. So, go to Dadwarz. Go register today. And before I go, I have so much to say, because Payne's not going to play. So, what do? We do this.
I believe what we call the game is more than just a handful of pain.
Well, good morning, good evening, good chicken seasoning. Payne's always here, always hot, never cold. Well, maybe a little bit cold, Siberian cold, but I'm going to tell you before the law keeps on eroding, I think you should be voting on in. Vote in at Dadwarz. I don't even have to tell you the number. Don't take a slumber. And remember, you don't even need a number, but do leave your email. Maybe a snail. Don't leave your snail mail. That's a little bit creepy. But leave some information behind. Maybe with a rhyme or two, you'll understand. Maybe you can get back to being you. You understand what I mean? So, Dadwarz.com. Go to the beatdown zone. Go to contact. And then you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And hopefully this show will be up on the television one day. Bye. Remember, you guys have been complaining, and I gave you a way out. So make it happen. Take care. Register at Dadwarz.